Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, the rally in beans continued overnight, with beans up 10 cents, and now we're at 10.50 on the nearby contract. A lot of people thought that this would be kind of a high watermark for beans, and now with the lower South American crops, we could even work a little bit higher than these prices. Corn's up a penny. We're at $3.93. $4 could be a pretty strong level of resistance. I think farmers will probably be good sellers once they get $4 cash. And the wheat's up 3 cents and at $4.91, and again, line in the sand might be $5. Wheat fundamentals are still mostly negative, and so wheat's just kind of following the rest of the markets. Some people are explaining these higher prices in commodities in general to the lower dollar. Wheat continues to sink lower overnight, and we also have crude lower. As far as news overnight, USDA estimated corn plantings at 45% done versus 30 average. Many people think that the plantings actually are a little bit ahead of that. Farmers have about 30% of their old crop corn still to sell. Sold very little new crop, and I think they're going to wait for higher prices and just see what the summer weather is all about. Got about 8% of the soybean planted versus 6 average. Again, farmer's been a very aggressive seller of beans on this rally. He probably has very little left of old crop to sell. He's sold maybe as much as 20 or 30% of new crop, and it looks like last year, he's going to use these beans to sell his pay his bills, and then hold the corn to see how high is high if the summer weather is less than ideal. USDA rated the winter wheat crops a little bit higher than last week. We've got the annual Kansas wheat tour going on, and the spring wheat plantings are 54% done versus 39 average. So really nothing in the wheat market that is bullish except it's following the rest of the markets. May 10th we got the USDA report. We'll see if USDA lowers the South American crop as much as we're trading. And we'll also see if they raise U.S. demand, especially on the beans, to reflect that lower supply. There was a report overnight that Argentina may have lost 15% of their soybean crop this year due to flooding. Funds yesterday, buyers of beans and meal, sellers of oil and wheat. They now long almost 170,000 contracts of beans, 38,000 meal. They're still short wheat, about 55,000 contracts. They're long about 82,000 contracts of corn. So we're up against some pretty lofty levels, unless there's a weather problem this year. But the weather problem in South America and the lower dollar is helping our prices. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.